the unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. Time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3 plays, no first downs. Time for 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson gonna throw right away. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a run up the middle with Herbert. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner, so that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
You'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle. Second and 7. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
To throw is Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4th down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard.
Good blocking, and he's in. Khalil Herbert. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect, Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts at the 13. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Travis. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jets.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now to throw on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a run out of the gun, and it's Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Burrow. He's got it! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw, Burrow. Back to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Burrow now. That one taken in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are in the lead by the score of 13-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
This drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Ready,
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A first down throw for Travis. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Travis. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
2nd and a yard. Now Travis. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Conklin goes in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run straight ahead with Herbert. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
14, Bengals 13.
Up already.
Are you kidding me? Really?
This could be worse.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this one will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Ready.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
White. Black ultra. Ready?
Travis. He'll find his tight end, Conklin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll look underneath for Hunt. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Travis from the gun on 3rd down. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
4th downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Travis. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Burrow. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to air this one out. That's hot! And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2, unable to tie this football game up. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Whoa. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On first down, it's Travis to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Pass caught right side by Conklin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Conklin goes in motion. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Christmas night. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this.
I feel it.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will score again. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Jets will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Strong. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Taken in by Gesicki. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
They're called in at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game. And now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they will indeed try to tack on 2. Here's Burrow. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Travis now to throw here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They put Wilson in motion. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. From the shotgun, it's Travis. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Jets first down.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go with a counter on first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Here's a toss, right side. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. A tight end in motion now. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here is first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow now. Pass pulled in by Herbert. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a good run there. It's going to get him 5 yards. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.